Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. Today's an asynchronous day and this video tells you what to expect today. Job number 1, work on your lab. Work on your lab report. We're going to put the finishing touches on it on Thursday, but you want to take today to really get it done. Number 2, optional extra credit. This is due by Friday, which is the end of the quarter, and it's completely optional, which means you do not have to do it, but it can only help you. Other things that I'll talk about in this video: how to slide 3, everything you need to know about slide 3 on your lab report, specifically how to write a justification, and more about your explanation. So here's the deal with slide 3. As with all the slides in your lab report, make sure that you fill in your variables specifically when you write your claim. In the other slides, you're doing this for your question. Here, it's all about your claim. So fill in that claim specifically. This is the only place where it shows up. Then, take a look at this guiding question. How can you launch an action figure higher? That applies to your justification, because you're going to use your justification to explain, 1, how your materials and the procedure. A seesaw and a ball and an action figure. How that connects back to this bigger question. And then number 2, you're going to explain about your variables. Why mass or height is the important variable to test to answer this question. Why mass or height. And then your explanation. Restate your claim. That was right up here. Support your claim with evidence. You got that from your data table and your graph. And then use your research, your notes, and your reading in CK12 to give a reasoned explanation for why your evidence came out the way it does and why it supports your claim. This is a review of some useful concepts that apply in this lab. Remember Newton's second law. More massive things hit with more force. And force also depends on acceleration. On Earth, acceleration is constant. However, the longer an object accelerates, like from higher up, the more its velocity changes. So, a higher object has more time to fall and gain velocity. So it turns out that kinetic energy depends on velocity. So an object that falls for a long time has more kinetic energy. Another way to say that is that it started with lots more potential energy. Potential energy depends on mass, that's the m, and height, that's the h. And so if you're down low, you have less potential energy than if you're up high. Because more height gives you more time to fall and more potential energy to convert into motion. That's not the only transformation going on here, because potential energy converts to kinetic energy, and then it gets passed through the teeter board to the frog, which also gains kinetic energy when it moves. And we know that energy is conserved. You know that from your skate park simulation from your reading. So, the potential energy in equals the kinetic energy out. So let's talk justification. Remember, there's 2 parts here. Why is your experiment, that's the procedure and the materials, help you in answering this question about launching an action figure? And why are your variables the most important variables to look at? Well, keep in mind what we know about energy. We know that potential energy turns to kinetic energy when an object falls. And we know that in both cases, mass is a variable. It's a variable for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy depends on mass. So does potential energy. And height. Potential energy depends on height as well. And if you're looking at the teeter board, think about what we learned about work when we balanced quarters on a ruler, and how the teeter board acts like a lever. And so we can use this idea of energy, and specifically these definitions of potential energy and kinetic energy, to explain why our variables are important and why our model of a teeter board looks like the teeter board from the circus, and why we can use it to launch an action figure higher. And finally, let's talk explanation. So when you write your explanation, start with your claim. Answer the question. My action figure went higher when I applied more mass. As I increase the mass, the height increases. Then provide evidence. Describe the data that supported your claim. When I dropped the mass from 10 centimeters up, the frog only went 10 centimeters in the air. When I dropped the mass from 40 centimeters up, the frog went 40 centimeters in the air. Give specific data to support your claim. And now, reasoning. All that background information that you read about on CK12, that you took notes on, that helps you understand about energy and explain your data. Well, based on my research in class, I know that potential energy depends on mass and height, and I changed the mass and the height, and I saw that when I added more mass, or I started with more height, I got a greater height out of the frog, and so that puts potential energy converting to kinetic energy. Your explanation needs all three parts.